limited. Y'all are thinking they want the same thing as you. They don't. They give you those things so they can get the one thing that you got. So y'all be thinking in reverse most of the time.
Most men will entertain ratchet women for a short time. And they will bypass a classy woman for a ratchet woman. Don't let this fool you. Okay, when men mess with ratchet women, they're playing. They're wasting time. Okay? Most of the time. Man may temporarily be with the ratchet woman, but he will not feel that she is the one that he wants to be with long term. He may accidentally get her pregnant and have kids with her, but that doesn't mean he's going to make her his wife. There'll always be baby mamas, and then there always will be wife. So you have to understand that aspect. Okay, wait and allow a quality man who is ready for a quality woman and a classy woman to approach you. Don't be jealous of a man giving attention to a ratchet because he's not ready to settle down and treat her the way that she deserves to be treated. This is what they call the MGTOW people, the pump and dump. That is for, that's like, paper towels and you are a linen napkin. Okay. You can't get over him because you feel like he owes you something because you built with him and he never fulfilled promises. So it's not him you can't get over, it's the promises that he made. You understand? The things that fooled you into thinking that he was going to give you something. Now you're sitting there feeling like you can't get over him when it's what he did and what he promised that you have not received yet. So you're leaving with less than you probably thought you were gonna have, or you're leaving feeling like you're missing something. What you're missing is all those things that he lied about, that he never delivered. So it's not him you miss, it's just the false promises that you never got. So think it like that. It ain't him, it's what you never got. It's you feel ripped off, basically. You feel ripped off. And being ripped off, you will be confused with missing that person, but you're really just upset because he didn't do what he was supposed to do. Okay? So that's how you can get over him. Just stop associating him with your feeling of he owes you something. He don't owe you anything. A promise can be broken. You know what I'm saying? You should have never been building with him in the first place. He's a man. He's a grown man. He was handicapped, was he? Then you shouldn't have been building with him. You should have been out there with the hard hat on and a hammer singing about the builder with him. You should have been doing that. You should have been getting your nails done, sitting at home, raising kids, shopping, watching me, whatever. You shouldn't have been out there raising him. Look. So he'd leave you. And I tell this to every woman who argues with me about being a bodybuilder chick. Y'all think that it's gonna pay off, but it never does. Not really. And if you say Michelle Obama one more time, I'm gonna tell you Princeton. I'm gonna tell you presidency. I'm gonna tell you book deal. I'm gonna tell you she already peeped him and that he was gonna have money. Okay? You graduate from Harvard, Princeton, or wherever you went to, you're gonna have some money. Period. Point blank. Okay. Ladies, even though the men are acting the opposite way of what you think they're supposed to be acting like when they want something from you, when they are wifey, they don't want you to, everything that they're doing, they don't want their wife to do. Everything they're trying to convince you to do, they don't want their wife to do. Just keep that in your mind, okay? The wife or the person that they intend to marry. It's not a test. It's not a test. It is, I mean, all men will test you, but it's not a specific test. That's what I'm saying. All men will test you. You're not special if you get tested. They're going to test everybody, except the community, you know. People. They already know what that is. All right.
Stay detached if you want them to chase. But some of y'all just don't get it and get your head because you're so used to being a nice girl. You're so used to catering to people and being people pleasers that sometimes y'all won't get this. So I'm going to explain it to you in detail as to why staying detached and staying a little bit mean is what allows men to want to chase you. All right, so listen up, nice girls. So finish last. Listen. That's what we're going to talk about. The reason why men chase you if you are unbothered, detached, and pay them no mind is because you are a challenge and they seem to see you as a prize to earn, to get, to chase. If you give in too soon, if you're too nice, it's boring, it's over. The thrill of the chase is gone. They've already conquered you and won you. Now on to the next, you see. But if there's a way for them to keep chasing you because you will not let up, you will not allow them to think that they won anything, they'll keep chasing. They may take a little break. They may disappear for a week. They'll be right back with whatever you need and whatever you ask for. Why? It's because they haven't conquered you yet. And men are very competitive. Men like to win. Men like to get what they want. And they truly admire women who don't just give themselves away on the first date or very easily because they know the next guy is going to get it that easily as well. And they know it takes a lot to get to you. So therefore, if they say, I'm going to make her my woman, it's going to be very hard for another man to take you away from that man because of how determined you are to make them work for you. You know what I'm saying? So men value that in their women. They don't like nice, easy, boring, predictable women because anyone can have them and anyone can please them, you see? So when they're thinking about someone for long-term relationships, they're going to choose someone who is a challenge, who is hard to get, who is not easily swayed, you know? Because if you're nice to everybody, if you're easy, if you're not a challenge, if you're predictable, who's to say that the next man that approaches you isn't going to be able to get what they want quick, fast, and hurry and then get back out of there, you know? So the harder it is for you to be won over, to be impressed, the better it is when a man really wants you and they'll chase you because they know that they're not valuable to you. You're valuable to them. That makes you even more valuable when they're not even valuable to you, okay? Because they want their value to you by continuing to chase you because you see value in yourself. Therefore, they're going to see value in you. And if you see no value in them, they're going to prove their value to you by chasing you and trying to impress you. That's why if you stay detached, if you stay, focused on yourself, self-obsessed, the type of man that's masculine and has something to prove and will chase you, those are the kind of guys you actually want. Not the kind that just wanted something quick and easy. That's not what you wanted anyway. So it's really going to weed out all the dusties or the people that are there to waste your time. Okay? It literally weeds out time wasters and men who aren't serious about, wanting you. Sprinkle. And when I say when a man chases you, it doesn't mean you're not it doesn't mean you're the only woman on their roster. It just means you're the one that they can't get yet. The one that's a challenge. The one that they keep thinking about because they haven't made any type of way with. They haven't gotten any closer. So they're going to keep trying because they're challenged. You see, if all the other women that they're dating are boring, blah, predictable, and too nice, great, wonderful. Why can't they have you? They're going to try to figure it out. And men that are rich and have a brain and love challenges and love to win will definitely chase you. So, yes, there's plenty of options, just like you should also have plenty of options. Remember that. Just like you have plenty of options, they also may have plenty of options. And great and wonderful. But when those options get boring, when those options are too nice, when those options are people-pleasing whores that are very predictable, they're going to come right back to you and you can charge your re-entry fee and they're going to like that even more and they will pay it. Why? Because they can't get to you.
Keep focusing on yourself. The men are going to come. You work on yourself and everything will fall in place. You ever heard that saying, if you build it, they will come? It's the same thing. Do you think McDonald's or Taco Bell worries about, I'm going to have business? No, they just start building it and guess what? The people come. Build it and they will come. If you don't build anything and you worried about it, people are going to come out. How do you know that they're going to ever come? Because you didn't build nothing, okay? You're a blank, empty building. Put some paint on it. Put some decoration on it. Build it. Put some money into it. People be lined up around the corner trying to spend their money. There you go. Okay? That's all it does. Ask any woman that has put all their energy into themselves as far as leveling up, changing and becoming the best version of themselves as far as how they look, walk, talk, and act. They're going to naturally attract the men who can afford them. So don't even worry about it. The men are going to come. They're going to give you what you want. As long as you're putting all your energy into yourself, they're going to come. If you want a man, act like you need one. If you want a sugar daddy, act like you need one. If you want a man, act like you need one. Men don't like to be where they're not appreciated or needed. If you don't need them, they don't see why they need to be here. You know? So, the reason men like to feel needed is because when you don't need them, then you want to start to control them. You want to start to manipulate and try to direct them what they're doing because you don't really need them. So now you're going to try to critique and change them. So when a man feels needed, he feels important, like he's valuable, like you respect him, and that you put him in a masculine role and position in your perspective. So men like to feel needed. Okay, men like to feel needed. You ask your husband questions you already know the answer to. Yep, that's a good thing too. Like if there's nothing physically for them to do, yeah, ask them questions that will make them feel like they're helping you out, or giving you some information that you probably don't know. Just make them feel needed and wanted, because in this society, women can pretty much do everything, mostly everything. So when you feel needed as a man, it's kind of like, yeah, that's what I'm here for. So even if you don't need them, act like you do. And sometimes you do need them, you don't even really know, because most of the time you need them and you don't know, because you're putting too many miles on your body, you're putting too much work in, you're doing too much, and you're stressing yourself out double, and you don't have to do that. Honestly, if someone can help you with something, if someone can do something for you and make life easier for you, why wouldn't you allow that? That's my question. And a lot of women fear that, if I let this person think that I need them, they're going to take advantage of me. That's only if you allow them to take advantage of you. You can always say, no thanks, I got it. Or, thank you so much for trying. Maybe there's something else you can do instead. You can always use your own judgment when it comes to like how people treat you and, whether people can control you or not. And I think a lot of women fear being controlled. And my thing is, if you need a man, that doesn't mean that you're vulnerable or can be easily controlled. It means that you're allowing yourself to let him be in the masculine role and allow you to be in the feminine role. Now, you already know at any time you can do whatever you need to do to get what you need to get done. But in the meantime, take a rest, take a break, sit down, let that man do what he's supposed to be doing. Don't keep, overloading yourself out of fear. Don't overload yourself out of fear, And I think that's a lot of women's problems. They've given too much in the past, and now they don't want to risk, being treated bad again. They want to do everything themselves. I'm overloaded myself with fear at one time. Well, let some of it go. Even if you have male friends, that are not, in a relationship with you, they still will help you if you ask. Thank you. So that's kind of the message for today. And needing somebody doesn't mean that you have, that you lack something. It just means that you're allowing them to do something for you instead of you having to find a way to do it yourself. That's it. And I use the bottle, like, can you open this bottle for me, as an example, because it just makes me feel strong, masculine, like you wouldn't be able to move forward without their help. I always ask James to open jars for me, even though I don't know how to open a jar. But I was like, can you help me, James? It just makes him feel strong. And like, it's funny because Layla and Sasha know that I can open those jars. They just don't say anything because they know what I'm doing. Because when he's not home and they're trying to open a jar, they'll bring it to me and I'll just go, bop, bop, click. So they'll just look at me strange, but they won't say anything because they already know. They're learning. They're watching and learning. And those are good teaching moments for children too, like especially girls, because like Layla will know that I can open that jar and she'll say, but then she'll pause and watch what I'm going to do. And I'll give her a look like, and she'll stop. And then, I'll tell her, if you are trying to open a jar, you can open that jar. Well, she can't open a jar, but she will really need help. So she needs to learn how to get this help, So it's just, teaching moments. Allow your daughters and sons to see that sometimes the women need help and that a man should step up and help them, put out situations so that they can follow. For example, like if you drop something, your hands are full or something, and the door is closed. If you have sons, they need to pick whatever you dropped up and open the door for you. And it should be automatic. Shouldn't have to, scream and yell. That should be an automatic thing. And that's what I would really teach, so that they can see that and get used to doing it. What about the idea of letting go, etc.? Letting go of what? Like, to me, it's easy to let go. I don't have any problems with attachment. I just, you're in, you're out. On to the next phase. I'm excited about the next chapter of life. Better things coming.
Why do y'all keep giving these men the benefit of the doubt? If men are too afraid to approach you, it's because they don't want to. Okay? Why would you want a scared man? That don't make no sense. What else is he scared of? Paying the bills? Defending you when danger is near? What else is he scared of? If he can't approach you, then why do you want him? Y'all keep thinking that men secretly want y'all when they don't even want to approach y'all. Just because they look at you don't mean they have what it takes to come get you. Y'all have to think about this. Just because they look at you don't mean they got what it takes to keep you or come get you. And a lot of y'all keep thinking, oh, well, what if he's too shy? Then why do you want him? I wouldn't want nobody that's not bold enough to come and approach me and impress me. I don't want that. I don't know why y'all want it. That's called self-esteem, man. That's how you know you got it. When if they can't come over there, then you don't want them. The heck? I bet y'all are one of them women, if a man is sitting at a bar and he tells you this, come here, you get up and walk over there like a good old pygmisha. I bet y'all one of them women. Don't do that. If you're sitting at a bar and a man tells you to come over here, if you get up, don't claim my name. Don't even say my name ever. All right? Because y'all are pygmishas. And I know some of y'all be doing it. Y'all need to stop. I remember when somebody tried to do that to me like a couple of times. I just looked at them crazy. I'm like, do I look like an animal? Do I look like I come when you say come? I'm not no dog, ma'am, sir, whoever. I'm not a dog. You call somebody and they come over to you, that's a dog. That ain't me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just because you look like you got something, just because you look halfway decent, don't mean I'm finna get up and become a golden retriever. I am a black cat. You seek me out and I'm still ignore you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? Don't be a pygmisha. Stay seated and look the other way and laugh. If he wants you, he'll come get you.
Men like chemistry. They don't care about what you're talking about. They're not even listening to you. If you make them feel good about themselves and turn them on, that's all they really want. And as long as you can follow their stories and what they're talking about and say something halfway, intelligent, so they think that at least you understand what they're talking about, great. If you outdo them, correct them, or elaborate on it even further than they could, it's an insult because you just basically outdid them and you outshined them and they can't impress you. So you just do certain things to make them think that you're having a great time. This person is really impressing you and entertaining you. Men love to entertain women. If they feel like they're entertaining to you, they're going to want to keep you around because you find them interesting, funny, and entertaining, and you make them feel like a star. So that's how you got to do. That's all you got to do. It's basically easy. You don't have to have subjects to talk about. You just have to talk about them. That's all they want. And understand what they're talking about. That's it. Whatever comes out of a man's mouth, reverse it. Okay? Whatever come out a man's mouth, reverse it. There is your truth. Okay? So for example, if he says, oh, you can have any man in this room you want. Why me? It means he wants you to stroke his ego. He wants you to tell him about himself. He wants you to talk about him because you are just so fabulous. And he doesn't want to say anything about you except that one thing. But he wants you to go on and on about him. He wants you to know who he is and what he is offering and why he's special to you. He's making you prove yourself to him. He's insecure as well as narcissistic. Or just narcissistic and making you feel insecure. So that's what that is. You got to be like, oh, I don't know. You're right. And walk off. And then turn around and say, just kidding. You look like you bought me a drink. That's why I came over here. Honestly. You look pretty lonely. Slip it. You look lonely, you know? And I knew you'd buy me a drink because I look good. That's why I said. Then laugh. Like, just kidding. Then he don't know if you're joking or not. Now he's going to have to prove himself to you. Oh, like a woman with a sense of humor. I know, right? You know, I came over here because you look like a nice guy. That's all you got to say. Nice guy. Nice guy is very general. Oh, you look like a nice guy.
Still here, y'all. Give me a minute. I'll see which one I'm gonna play. That one look crazy. That music is horrible.
So you always need to like you got options. Even if you don't have any lined up, you still need to go out and make options if you have to. So when I say look like you have options, it means if you want them, you got them. You can have them. So even if you're dating someone, when you first meet them or don't want to let go that the type of woman that will impress their friends as far as their looks, the type of woman that they see next to them when they go out to get, you know, a type of attention. You need to look like this.
Hi loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm posting a compilation video of Sure 7 where she touched on different topics, but I chose some that I would like to talk about. So she talked about why a woman should test a man in a relationship. I feel like a woman should test a man in a relationship to see how genuinely the man is really into her, you know, to know, so that she does not waste her time, because we all know that, you know, a woman's value lies in her time and who she decided to, you know, spend it with. However, I will also say a woman should test a man, you know, to confirm compatibility, so that you know, to know that she is compatible with this person. And also a woman should test a man to ensure that, to how am I gonna put it, to gauge, like to gauge emotional maturity, like how the man is, maybe the man is emotionally mature, and she will be able to do life with him. Also, I feel like that should be done to also assess if the man has, like, let me put it this way, like to know if the man is patient and is respectful, and to also gauge consistency. Let me put it that way. She also touched on, what to do when a man goes silent. I feel like men do that all the time. They show up aggressively today, and tomorrow they pull back. Just, they want to, like, maybe sometimes it's a test from them, and sometimes they want to destabilize you as a woman, just to see and disrespect you. Let me put it that way, to disrespect you, to see how far they can go, how far they can go, and how much you can let them disrespect you, or how much you can let them take from you to, you know how men are, that they just use their absence to destabilize a woman, most especially when they know that woman likes them. That's when they pull back, just to see what you're going to do. And as a woman, Shira 7 said, you don't chase. Like, you don't chase. And normally you shouldn't chase, because look, we are the prize. So never let a man destabilize you with his absence. Why? A woman should stop struggling with the man. A woman needs to stop. We women need to stop struggling with a man, because we are not the brother builder. God does not give us that strength at all. A feminine woman should not struggle with a man. I'm not saying do not build with your man, but do not struggle with your man, because we women, we like to date a man with potential. A lot, and some of us get carried away while looking at the potential, instead of looking at how much work the man is put into his potential to bring it into reality. So, because a woman that struggles with a man is not attractive at all. At the end of the day, then he's gonna dump her, go for another woman a woman who has never seen him in that position, in struggle and hustle position, and do more for the new woman than the person that he has struggled with. So men are wired that way, and we women, God made us soft. God created us in a special way that we are not supposed to struggle with any man. Another special being made by God, that we need to learn
a lot of y'all
as a
can't
woman
understand a word
how to deal with them. We need to know how to deal with them.
Y'all always ask me how to get a man obsessed with you. Don't care. Don't take it personal. Make them work for everything that they get out of. That's how, baby.
Hold on, y'all. Let's go back. What she said?
Learn every day as a woman on how to deal with them. We need to know how to deal with them.
Y'all always ask me how to get a man obsessed with you. Don't care. Don't take nothing personal. Make them work for everything that they get out of you. That's how, baby. Know your value. Keep your standards high. Don't care what they think. You're the prize. They not. They're there to impress. You are the main character, and keep it moving. Why? Anything less is weakness. Stay feminine. They will remain in their masculine. You said fake it. Fake your emotion. Yes, only when you need something. How to deal with the avoidant. Deal with another one, baby. Okay? If they're avoiding you, then pay attention to somebody else. Okay?
Right. Keep it simple, bitch.
Sprinkle, and they'll come looking for you. Don't worry about it.
Right.
That means you got free time to entertain yourself, do something for yourself, or allow somebody else to do something for you. All right? He said he's avoidant, then he don't like you, ma'am. Get over it and go do something else. Okay. Stop trying to make people like you. Stop trying to make people deal with you. If they don't do that naturally, they don't like you. Just move along. Go to the next one. Next. Don't waste time. The women that sleep with men don't get as much as the women who don't sleep with men. You know why? Because they've already had those women. Those women are convenient and most of the time free. A woman that he hasn't had yet, who's making him invest, gets more out of the situation. Okay? So if you're afraid that whoever you're dealing with is going to go rush and sleep with a woman, that's not competition. That's somebody doing your dirty work. That's someone holding him off from trying to sleep with you while you still collect his money, lady. Okay? We don't care about her. She's Pygmisha. She's free. He can have her any day of the week. She's not trying to get him to invest. That's not your competition because he's already had her. You see? That's his jump off, as we call it. That's his booty call. The type of woman he really wants, he's going to invest in long term. He's going to spend money. He's going to take you out to dinner. He's going to take you shopping. And when he gets excited and wants to roll around on the mattress, he's going to call her, not you. You see? He's going to go roll on around on the mattress with her. And then he's going to take you shopping the next day because she's free and you're not. He wants to roll around on the mattress with you, but he knows it's going to take more to get to it. So he's got to put in effort. He's got to put in work. He's got to invest in you. So he can roll around eventually, maybe, if you choose to. But the one he knows he can roll around on a mattress with is not your competition. She's a Pygmisha. All right? And you shouldn't be offended that she's doing your dirty work while you collect the money that she can't collect because she's a Pygmisha. So get your money. All right. You don't need to be impressed by a man with money. You need to be impressed by a man who gives you money or spends money. So you're acting impressed with them for the wrong reason. You need to treat them like a regular person with respect, with decency, but you don't give them any special privileges. You don't do nothing you wouldn't do unless they are spending or giving money to you. So their money means nothing if it's in their bank account. It means more if it's in yours. Okay? So you treat them exactly the same as the next person. You don't give them any special treatment. When they ask you what you like, you name expensive things, you name nice gifts, you name travel, you name whatever. And if they can't deliver it, you're no longer impressed. You're not impressed. They're just like a regular person to you because their money is not impressive unless it becomes your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They need to be old enough to have to pay because they need to be old enough for you to know and for them to know that you ain't gonna be with them unless they're giving you something. You're not gonna even seen out in public and chewing food across the table from them unless they are benefiting your life in some way. Because what young woman wants to be out with some old man who's not doing anything for her? That doesn't make sense. So they already know what they're supposed to be doing, and if they don't do it, then bypass. Okay, wealth is not the goal. Being provided for is the goal. Okay, so their wealth is their wealth, but are they going to make you wealthy? Are they going to give you money to be rich? Are they going to give you money to be provided for? Otherwise, we're not impressed. Okay, if they're trying to control you with everything, then that's why you need to make sure you're getting their money and creating a business.
Y'all make stuff too hard. Men learn quick. Okay, men learn quick if women teach them how to treat them. If you say you want some jewelry, and the next time you see the person and they don't have jewelry, then you start avoiding them. You start ghosting them, okay? If they ask you what's wrong, just say, oh, nothing. You know. And if you have to spell it out one more time, it's like, I really want some jewelry. They don't react, then ghost them, you know? that's what you want from them, they can't deliver, then what do you need them for? Okay? Don't waste time on people. Because all they're going to do is convince you don't need some jewelry or do something extra and give you a little $99, stuff you bought in the mall. And you don't think it's all that because you worked hard for it. Okay? You're going to work hard for some crap. Just because you want to say that you got jewelry from a man. If you say, I want some jewelry, I like jewelry a couple of times and they haven't given you anything yet, then they don't want to give you that. Okay? I mean, why would I tell a man she likes jewelry if she didn't want him to buy it?
Women that love themselves more would rather hold out for someone that's beneficial than to settle for some dust. Okay? In fact, when someone says, oh my gosh, hi Shira, I'm a single woman, there's hope there. There's lots of hope. But when I hear Shira 7, I'm with a Dusty, what do I do? There's a lot of worry in that. There's a lot of anxiety in that statement. There's less anxiety in the statement, Shira, I'm single. That sounds hopeful because you hadn't settled down with no dust. Ain't no Dusty dragging you down with him. You're not getting ready to create a cycle of poverty with a man that don't even like you or himself. So there is hope in that. So single ladies, you still have hope to not have to settle with the dust, baby. Doesn't mean a woman that loves herself wants you. Okay? Don't ever go to some man's house and clean up. That is super de-duper pick-me-sha. Okay? That is disgusting. If you ever do that, slap yourself. Okay? Don't go over some man's house and start cleaning. You ain't nobody's grandma. Stop. Okay? Clean your own house or start a cleaning business to get paid or something. But definitely don't do that. That is the most ratchetest thing you can do. Don't do that. Please stop. If I were a man and some woman came over my house and started cleaning, I would be mad at her. I would be mad at her. Who told you to clean? No, I don't want you to clean, pick-me-sha. No, stop. You're not going to be my wife. I'm not going to make you my long-term girlfriend. You could try to clean and cook your way over here, but now you're just looking real desperate. Do not clean no man's house.
Most men won't admit this, but they're not attracted to those type of women who they claim to be the type of women that they want to marry. They're attracted to the whole type woman, but they feel like if they marry this kind of person, it's not going to benefit their life. So eventually they just settle with a woman who's like homely, boring, plain, doesn't catch the attention, and who they can walk over, who has no control, who is just lucky to be married to somebody. This is who they marry. But then they go and cheat on them with the hoes, the smart hoes, the attractive hoes, the ones who have their life together, who knows how to get what they want, who knows the game, who's smart enough to see through the BS. This is what they're attracted to, but they can't really afford it. They don't want to risk marrying someone who they can't control mentally. So they go for something they don't really want, that's safe. And because their pockets are not deep enough to get what they really want. So they bash what they can't have and try to make us turn into the type of woman that's going to be appealing to the eye as well as stupid in the brain, but it doesn't work that way anymore. There are too many smart women out there.
You don't have to sleep with anybody, and you ain't got to tell nobody you ain't gonna sleep with them. You don't have to tell them nothing. They're supposed to be trying to impress you from the start. Y'all think dating is going out to eat 2 times and rolling around on a mattress. That's not what dating is. Dating is going out with a man who's trying to impress you, who's trying to do the most for you, who's trying to invest in you, to prove themselves to you worthy. If no man is doing that for you, you don't even need to be dealing with them. So you need to make sure that they like you times 10. They won't care if you're abstinent. You ain't even got to tell them, because they're going to have to work for it no matter what. They may never get it and still think that they might. The false hope is what keeps them spending. So all y'all women that are walking around talking about, I'm abstinent, I'm celibate, nobody cares. Okay? Why are you telling everybody? Why can't you give them false hope so they can spend money? Okay? The men are doing it to y'all. They're not over there telling y'all they're married or they're broke. They're telling you everything you need to know in order for you to act as stupid as you act. as a pygmisha. So why are y'all giving them all the information that they need to X you off the list and spend $0? Because y'all are dumb. So don't tell nobody nothing, give them false hope, and keep them spending. Y'all do too much and wonder why nobody want to do nothing for you because you already did everything for everybody else. And why would they want a pygmisha? They need to think that they got a chance. They need to think they're working towards something in order for them to even be doing right. They need to think that they're earning it. And never is it a guarantee. It's never a guarantee. That is your right as a woman. It is never a guarantee to what they think they're working towards. They're working with hope and faith. That's all. And it is up to you. You don't need to tell them nothing. Y'all walk around with these labels and think you got to tell everybody these labels and these things, and you don't, because they don't care. And it's going to take you out of the game.
It's a flex to be single these days as a woman because it means that you're not dealing with dust. You're being extra picky. Your standards are higher. You're not just settling for anything because they told you look cute and needed a place to stay. It means you have standards and you love yourself more. Why haven't nobody snatched you up? Because they can't afford you. You're going to be single forever. Well, I'm still going to have options. That's what you say. Well, I'm still going to have options. People still going to be spending, trying, hoping and wishing, baby.
Let me tell y'all some tricks that men do to get you to try to chase them. Okay, get your pens and papers ready, because some of y'all don't be knowing no better. So we gonna help you. So they don't text back right away, or they'll make a date and not text that day because they want you to chase them and beg them for a date. And whether they're married or not really trying to go on the date anyway, because y'all probably met online, they will they will promise you something and never deliver. They will ghost you like the day of the date. Okay. They will also belittle you to get you to think that they're the prize, which is they're not. They will try to make you jealous with talks of other women, and they will build themselves up, but they won't spend any money. Or they'll tell you that their last girlfriend broke their heart, and now they want you to prove that you're there because of them. So this gets you to chase, not ask for no money. Also, it gets you to somewhat submit to them without them doing anything at all. Okay, and that's never the way to go. So if they make a date with you and they don't call you on that day or whatever, don't text them. Just make other plans if they don't call you by at least 1 p.m. They don't text or call you by 1 p.m. to confirm the date. You make other plans, okay? Or just act like you made other plans. If they ghost you and they try to come back, charge a re-entry fee, okay? That means send them your Cash App or tell them you want to go shopping or whatever, like the re-entry fee. They were waiting to see if you were going to chase them, and since you didn't, they came back around to see if they could poke their head back in if you're willing to do more than you were before. The answer is still no. Now there's a re-entry fee, okay? If they belittle you and tell you things to make you feel less than so that they have a better chance and shot at getting you to lower your standards, you higher your standards, okay? Once they belittle you, you higher your standards even more, okay? They're gonna hate that. They'll dismiss themselves. If they try to make you jealous with other women, act bored and unbothered and ask about the woman as if she's more interesting than he is, okay? So if he tries to make you jealous about talking about other women or looking at other women, it's like, oh my gosh, I love her outfit. I really want that outfit. You should buy it for me, okay? Or, if he talks about his ex or some other girl that he might be dating, it's like, oh, well, she sounds very interesting, okay? Stop arguing. Shut up, get up, dress, and go somewhere. Cry when he says something mean. Put on your best outfit and leave. Why are y'all sitting there arguing? Only dumb people argue because you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere. Just get up, put on your makeup, and leave. Tell him you're going to your mom's house. Tell him you're going shopping. He doesn't know. Go. Stop sitting there arguing with the man. He said what he said. You said what you said. Go say it to somebody else and see if you can get some money somewhere else. Start a roster. Y'all are investing too much into people that don't care. Okay? Care about yourself. If you want to sit there and argue with somebody, go argue with somebody else who's not giving you money. Okay? Go argue with a Pygmisha. Go argue with a Dusty. Just don't sleep with them. Y'all are not understanding. To argue means you're emotionally invested. You don't care enough to argue, okay? Stop caring enough to argue. Just like, okay, well, I gotta go. I'm gonna go run some errands. I'll be back when I'm, a little bit later. Bye. This is how you get them obsessed. Now they're thinking about, where is she really going? What is she really doing? I hope I didn't make her too angry. What if she's sad? Now they're thinking about you. You don't sit there and argue, because then it becomes a competition. Unless you want to compete with him, which is kind of masculine. Unless you don't care about keeping him obsessed. All you got to do is walk out. Go do something else. Be quiet. If you can't go shopping, go in a whole other room and be by yourself. Y'all got to stop arguing. That's competition. The best way to win an argument is to walk away. Why don't you flip the script, y'all? Y'all need to come on and flip them scripts. Y'all letting these men get in your head and you have zero game. Zero. Okay? Men don't test women. Women test men. Period. We already know they want us. That's a given. So, if they don't pass our test, they can move on. Our test is, do you like us times 10? Our test is, are you trying to be a provider and prove it? Our test is actions versus words. That's the only 3 tests you need. Okay? What they're testing y'all to see if y'all gonna take the bare minimum. If you like them for them. Knowing they look like who did it and why, and old enough to be your daddy or your granddaddy. The answer is already no in their mind. They already know you don't like them for them. They already know you're out their league. They already know they gotta reach into pockets. So what are they testing? To see how stupid and dumb and desperate you are? And using the power of suggestion on you to trick you into liking them for them, even though you would never like them and touch them if they had no money? Think about it. I want to see if she likes me, to see if she was good at the pass the test of liking me for me, even though I look like who did it and why, and she would never be with me if I hadn't had this money. I just want the fantasy in his head. He wants a fantasy, man. He wants to know that you like him for him, even though nobody like him for him.
I will never struggle with a person. I could struggle by myself if I'm going to struggle. I would rather struggle alone. At least I could still date and maybe get out of the struggle faster. If I meet somebody, hey, okay, you could get way more as a single woman than you could being in a long-term relationship in a struggle of. So when these guys tell you, ooh, you're going to end up alone, that's why nobody getting married. Well, who wants to marry and struggle? I'd rather be alone getting these bills paid every month from whoever than struggling and sitting there looking at you talking about what you gonna do. So I would rather be single and have a chance of meeting someone or struggling by myself and doing things for myself than sitting in the house with a grown man that's bringing me down. Okay. So there's no excuse for struggle, love. I don't care what they've done to you. Unless they even gave you one of their vital organs, you don't owe them a thing. Okay. And you really still don't owe them nothing either because they volunteered to give it to you. Struggling alone is enough, right? So be aware of the struggle man. He may be good looking, he may smell good, but what's in his wallet? Does he have a Capital One? Does he have a bank account? Is it full? Can you use some of that money out of it?
Today's video is how to make your partner jealous so that they don't want to lose you or they want you back. Okay? These are some steps you have to take. They might be hard, but they work. Okay? A lot of people do the exact opposite, which is why they have no luck. Okay? Getting an ex back or getting the attention they deserve from their partner. Now, a lot of men are going to chime in and say this is immature, this is why I don't play games, but it still works no matter what they're talking about. It still works. Okay? First of all, men have egos and women know that. So you need to play on their ego. That is their weak spot. Okay, ladies? Men are naturally possessive by nature, okay? So to see you with another man, to think about you being with another man, to visualize you going to dinner, dates, drinks, and whatever with another man will bother them, okay? If you're always available, if every phone call is answered, if every text is answered, if they know where you are, sorry you guys, if they know where you are and know that you're not going to be dressed up but in sweats and, you know, whatever, they're not worried about you. They're not going to be jealous of anything, you know. So what you need to do is set up what I call your jealousy plan. Okay, whenever you're not getting that attention, when you feel like his attention is straying, or if he's already broken up with you and you want him back and you think there's a chance and you kind of still interact with each other, you got to make him jealous, okay? And this goes for any relationship type, okay? It could be same sex, whatever, but you got to make the other person jealous and work on their ego or work on their weak spot, okay? For example, if there's a place that you and that person always go and it's kind of like a special place to you, and you want to make them jealous, let them know you're going there. Oh, I'm going to, you know, such and such tonight. Just me and the girls. Yeah, just me and the girls. We're going to have such a good time. I can't wait. But get dressed up like you're going on a date. Like, look better than you ever looked when you went out with him. Like, do extra. Buy new underwear. Make him think that there's something up, okay? Get extra. Like you're getting ready to go to prom, okay? Get new stuff, get new outfit, new perfume, new everything. He's gonna get suspicious and like, why are you doing all this to go out with the girls, you know? Oh, you know, we just want to look extra good, you know, girls compete against each other, you know. And then he's gonna say, well, maybe I want to come too, or, you know, are you sure you don't want me to come? You know, that's our spot. Oh, no, I don't want you to come. And just like wear something very sexy. Like, y'all know that song, Freakum Dress by Beyonce. Get out something very sexy, okay? To make him think that either A, you're really going out on a date with another man, or B, there's a possibility that you can meet another man that night that will replace him, okay? Don't be afraid to get dolled up and go out with your girls and let him know you're going, okay? And like, to get him jealous, you gotta do extra, okay? And go out. Don't answer your phone the whole night. Turn it off. Don't even answer that thing. If he's not giving you attention when you're not away from him, dressed up, looking like, you know, you can grab any dude or whatever, then don't answer his calls now. Why is he all of a sudden texting? Let him wonder, okay? This is going to work on his mind. So now that you're out and about having fun, doing whatever you're doing, you could be out alone, you could be really with friends, or you could be with a guy friend, a gay friend, whoever. But come back later than you normally come back, okay? Don't come back on time. Don't come back on curfew. Come back a little bit later, okay? And then make up some excuse. Oh, I had to make sure my friend got home okay. She drank too much and da-da-da-da. He's not gonna really question that, and just go to sleep. Don't talk about it, because when you really went out with your girls and you had a good time, you're gonna want to tell your friend, your boyfriend, oh, we did this and that. Don't tell him nothing. Leave him wondering. Let him ask all the questions. Now you have his attention, okay? The next way, like if you don't live with the guy and he stops calling and texting, send him an accidental text for another person, okay? Like, I had fun last night, let's do it again. And then see what he says, text back. Like, oh, I didn't see you last night. What are you talking about? You know, if he hasn't texted you for a long time and you're waiting on him to text you back, and he's been like 2 days, 3 days, and you have to text him for all the time, text him, oh, I had fun, like, do it again. And then if he texts you back, say, oh, I must send that to the wrong number. You know, bam, well, who'd you go out with? Now he's texting. Right now he's interested again, okay? And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I meant to send that to somebody else. No, don't worry about it. And then you stop texting him, okay? Then he's gonna be texting you, calling you, da-da-da-da. Oh, who are you going out with, and da-da-da-da. Okay, so accidental text to the wrong person by accident, okay? Another way, like, let's say someone broke up with you, didn't give you any reason, just stopped calling you, communicating with you, and it's been like weeks, and you basically think they're cheating and you've moved on. They've moved on from you. Okay, so this is what you do to get them jealous. You post, like if they follow you on Facebook or whatever, you post a picture of you and a very attractive person that, you know, and don't put any explanation. Just bam, pick, you know. Go find somebody that's very attractive and get in the selfie with them, photobomb them, I don't know, you know. And don't put any names, don't put any explanation, just put click, you know, and Don't put your, okay, this is the worst mistake women make. Getting on Facebook, getting all dolled up, taking 1,000 pictures of themselves after they've been broken up with by their boyfriend, thinking their boyfriend's gonna click and watch, and he's, oh, she's just doing that to get attention, to get a new man. But if you go ahead and take a picture with a new man in person, it's already strike one, jealousy. They're going to be trying to call you. So what you been doing? They're going to act like they didn't see it. So what have you been doing? Oh, and then they'll probably bring it up. Oh, I saw your Facebook. Who's the new guy? You know? Oh, him? Oh, he's nobody. Don't worry about him. All right. What's up? Well, you look, you look pretty happy. Yeah, we are happy. And start saying we when you talk about him. Say we. Even though you're not a couple, even though you'll probably, not be with that guy for real. When you talk about him, say we, like a couple. He's gonna get pissed, okay? All of a sudden, he's gonna want you back, okay? Another way is to become very successful. Like, start your own business, start your own online, whatever. Just do something that's really about yourself, and that you could care less what he's doing because you're so super busy making money, getting the things that you want, or whatever, you got a raise, you start your business, you're about yourself now. So totally get into yourself, make over, look like a whole improved version of yourself, so that when he sees you, or when he's, sees your pictures and things on social media and things that you're doing, he's impressed. And when he's impressed, he's going to be mad at himself. They'll start having all these excuses of why they can't do something. Then, instead of getting upset or mad or concerned, just like, oh, don't worry about it, I'll find another way. When a woman says, don't worry about it, I will find another way, that means another man. And they will quickly try to figure out how they can do whatever you need them to do for you. Especially if you stop answering the phone because you're looking for that other way. Stop responding to their messages while you are looking for.
I'm gonna jump in just a little bit. I'm gonna tell y'all something about what's real about what she's saying. There's a lot of truth in what she's saying. You have to love, like, don't ever underestimate, and what seems cliche to say, love yourself and be obsessed with yourself. Do not underestimate that. You have to love yourself, and you have to be highly obsessed with yourself. Because when you do that, you put yourself first all the time, I promise you. When somebody act up and you don't like it, you're going to put yourself first. You're going to make sure whatever you decide to do, you're going to put yourself in the front line. It's a beautiful way to live. And I'm going to tell you, like, when you really say, I'm about to go over here because this person acting up, they're going to test you. They're going to try to pick an argument with you. They're going to try, but you keep it going, and you show them that you're not playing. People can tell when you're performing. People can tell when you just acting out. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Like, really be serious about your shit. Let's go. This fat She-Ra 7. Hold on.
The other way. And when you find that other way, if you actually needed that other way, then when they continuously call or text you and ask, did you find the way that you were looking for, or did you get your problem solved? You can say, you know what, I sure did. Can I call you back? Or is it okay if I message you later, and then click? Okay, do not stay on the phone with that person. Do not listen to their excuse. Do not entertain them anymore after they did not help you or give you what you need, okay? After they told you to hope you find another way. Dismiss them and have them waiting for your call forever. Attractive men are trouble in marriage. First of all, let's get into it. When you marry an attractive man, you feel stupid afterwards. And let me tell you why. Because now you're in a relationship with a man that other people want.
And you're still competing for him. No matter if you got the ring or not, you still got to compete for him every day. Every day. You got to put up with whatever he do, whatever he say, because he cute. You got to compete with other people every day. It's like you're not even married. You go silent sometime, come back like nothing happened. Okay, well, during those times, have you something else to do, girl? Where's the other one? You know, this is what guys do, right? When you're mad at them, they in somebody else's DM. When you mad at them, they out in the bar. When you not talking to them, when you give them the silent treatment, they on a date with another woman. Okay, most of the time. So y'all need to stop acting like they don't do that and start doing the same thing. Okay, when they give you free time, go use it. Go use your free time. See what else is out there. Okay, and you come back and nothing happened either. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Come back like nothing happened after you done had a couple dates. It's like nothing happened, because that's what he gonna do. That's what I do.
If you're on a date and they're looking at another woman, look at cars. Because a man can be cute and broke, and he knows you ain't going nowhere. But looking at cars is totally different. Oh my God, look, there's a Bentley. I wonder who's driving that. You know, that way he sees. You're not looking at looks, you're looking at money. I mean, yeah. Don't look at other men, look at cars. That'll get them. If you don't like where you live, don't date where you live. Straight up. If you don't like where you live, don't date where you live. Get up out of there.
You date the pretty boys when you're young. You don't marry them. Okay? You don't do that. You're supposed to be the pretty one in the marriage. Okay. I know somebody got to marry these dudes, but let it be themselves or Super Pick Misha or, you know, Barbara the Builder. Don't allow yourself to be a victim of dating an attractive man, because think about this. You have your entire youth, you know, from the time you start dating up until the time you start seriously dating for a lifestyle to date cute guys. You got all that time. Get it out of the way. Okay? And when you're ready to say I do, make sure whoever you're saying I do to likes you way more.
Oh, this is going to be the one. No. Oh, he's the perfect man. No. He really likes me. This is going to be my Prince Charming. No. This is how you need to go into dates. I am the main character. They must like me 10 times more. And my standards are going to stay high. If they can't reach them, it's not a match. That's how you avoid narcissists. By loving yourself and having the highest standards and going into everything with a goal instead of rose-colored glasses. Okay? Now, it's nice to have rose-colored glasses about other things, but not relationships where you don't know the person and you don't know their intentions. You can have rose-colored glasses when it comes to starting a business, having a career, other things that you are more in control of. But for random strangers that you're just meeting, or for a man you're getting into a relationship with who has their own personal intentions, you can't go in there like that. It's like chess, not checkers. And you must go in with the advantage, because you're playing in an unfair world. Well, you got to like me times 10, and you got to be spending money, and you got to be a provider. That's our advantage. Our beauty is our currency.
He who triggers controls his mind. We're going to discuss this. And the reason why I chose this topic is because I think a lot of ladies are afraid to trigger men or to use their use psychology when dealing with men. They don't know how, or they're afraid, or whatever. But the one thing that men are not afraid to do is use the same method on women. They're not afraid at all. But for some reason, women are afraid. You fear losing. When you fear losing, you don't make moves. Okay? And you lose anyway, because you don't make any moves. So, if you can trigger a man the way that you want to trigger him, you then control how he thinks and how he feels. So, when you trigger someone, you know exactly how to get a reaction out of them. You know exactly what to say, when to say it, how to say it, who to say it to, when to say it, or whatever. And you understand that once you trigger this person, they're going to do exactly what you know that they're going to do next. So if you want to hold any type of control, or if you want to get the person emotionally attached, you must use triggers to trigger them emotionally, trigger their ego, and all sort of things. Okay. Now, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, just listen. I'll give you an example of how men trigger women. They will say something to get you to argue with them so that they can go out with their friends. They want to go out, therefore they know if they say, hey, can I go with my friends? It's gonna be an issue. You're gonna say no. Then they're gonna be like, no, I can't go out. But they know if they pick a fight with you or if they trigger you, you'll blow up and get mad, and then they'll be like, well, I'm leaving, I can't take this anymore, and go straight out with their friends. And that was the entire plan. So they control you. They control exactly how you feel, and they control exactly what you do, and they control, themselves being able to go wherever they want to go because they trigger you so easily. So if you understand this, you know that by triggering someone, you can pretty much do what you want to do. So when you trigger people, especially men, you got to work on that ego. Thank you, that's that dude. Libras are good at this. Pay attention. Okay. Sprinkle. You got to trigger people. Sometimes it may cause embarrassment to them. Sometimes you may have to make them feel less than, even if it is by accident. For example, if you know your man got money and he prides himself on having money or whatever it is, or he prides himself on something, you use that in which he prides himself in, and you use that as the trigger. So for example, if a man prides himself on, being smart or having a lot of money, you use that against him. You're like, I know you don't have a lot of money right now, or you may be going through some financial issues and you might not be talking about them, but I really got to get something done and I really need this much money. So I'm trying to figure out what I need to do because, I don't want to impede on your financial troubles. What? I'm not broke. I have money. Now, he got money. So when you need something and he doesn't want to give it to you, or he says I ain't got it, he can't say he ain't got it. Now he just told you he got money. If you want, a man to listen to what you're saying, or if they think that they know everything and they're super smart and you want to take them down a notch and control them, you can say, I know you don't know a lot about this subject, like, many other people do. But, what do you think about A, B, C, and D? I mean, I know you're not a pro or anything. I know you don't have a lot of information, but, just the best of your knowledge. Then they'll go become a pro on whatever you're asking them, or, whatever. And they'll come back and give you all the information. That way you don't have to do any research. And then whatever you're asking about, you can come back later and say, oh, well, that thing that we were talking about? Well, I think I want to start a business, or I want to invest in that. And that sounds such a good idea. You gave me a great idea. Now it's their idea. You're so smart. Thank you so much. You are so smart. Thank you I knew you knew more. I guess I underestimated you. So do you think it's a good idea to invest in that? Yeah. How much do you think is a good idea? How much would you invest? Oh, really? That's a good number. Well, maybe I should invest that. Maybe that could be my gift. Trigger people. If it's the mama's boy, and it's a mama's boy, and he's acting like a mama's boy, all you got to do, it's not emasculating him, because you're also asking them a question. So you need their help, obviously, because even though they may not know about something, you obviously don't know about it at all. You see? So if you have a mama's boy situation, you can say, I know you got to go ask your mom first. I know you got to run this past your mom first. So after you run this past your mother, would you let me know if you can do A, B, C, and D? I don't have to run it past my mother. Well, normally you do. So run this past your mom, get her okay and approval. I run everything past my mom. I don't have to do that every time. Okay, but normally you do. That gets them to do it less. Okay. Control them with their triggers. So that will help the mama boys out here, or the ladies dealing with mama boys. Why am I so cynical and low key petty? I'm not low key. I'm high key. I'm telling it like it is. I'm not low key. Okay, thank you. It's not being cynical. It's the game, baby. The game. It's strategy. It's called strategy. Do you call someone low-key cynical if they're on the football field using their strategy? No, it's a good play. That's a good play. Okay? This is the good play. This is the play. This is what we discuss in the huddle. Okay? You want to go somewhere? Act like you know he don't want to go. Well, what do you want to do tonight? Well, I know you're going to say no. What? What is it? No, you're going to say no. I don't know. What? You don't never know. What did you say? Well, you always say no. So, you know, you're going to say no to the fact that I want to do A, B, C, and D. And so wherever you go, he knows you're not going to be happy. He knows he was going to say no originally if you hadn't mentioned that you're going to say no. So now he says, okay, I guess we can do that. Even though he would have said no if you would have just asked or suggested, no, let's do something else instead. No, let's do that. We did that earlier. No, I don't like that. But if you start off, I know you gonna say no. No, it's okay. You make him pull it out of you. Trigger him as to, oh, well, why are you making decisions for me? You don't know if I'm gonna say no or not. You know, then you sound miserable after, you know, he suggests something else. He knows you really want to do that, so he's gonna get points if he does what you want to do this. Then you're gonna be doing exactly what you want to do. That's how you gotta start off. Make sure you think about this before you open your mouth. You know, don't try to go back and fix it. Do it ahead of time, and then it will come out the right way the first time. Let's just say you want a new phone. You want the upgrade. My phone is glitching. I need a new phone. Ugh, I hate this phone. Oh, I need a new phone. What? That phone works fine. Yeah, but it's glitching and I'm missing like half your texts that come through, and you know, don't text the back ahead of time. It's like, I didn't get your text. My phone is glitching. It's just an old phone. Maybe I dropped it too many times. I don't know. But I need a new phone, babe. I need a new phone so I can talk to you. I miss you, and I hate that I miss your calls. It's just like, it makes me so sad because I think you don't call me all day. And I'm like, why isn't he calling me or texting me? Because I think all the texts because my phone is stupid. And then I get mad and upset at you, and I'm mad at you. And then when I get home, I have an attitude. And then later on, like down the road, all your texts come in. And it's like, it's so frustrating because I'm mad at you for nothing. And then, you know, then I feel guilty and I feel bad. And it's just like an emotional roller coaster because I need a new phone. There you go. But you gotta make that sound real though. I gotta sound real. You gotta start crying or something. You need a new upgrade on your phone? Well, use that, girl. But you gotta plan it. You gotta not answer them texts when they come through from a certain person. You gotta be mad when you see them or talk to them. You ask why they didn't text you and call you when they texted you and called you. So prepare at least a day or 2 or 3 ahead. Okay? Some of this takes preparation.
Is that it? Oh yeah, let's look at this one. Why men are not looking for love.
Hey y'all.
Oh, this is an actual
Hey.
live.
How are y'all doing?
I can't. This is her actual live. I can't play this.
So that's how you know. Now, a lot of y'all are in relationships where the men don't really feel the same way about you that you do about them, and they're biding their time until you get sick and tired of them and then dismiss them. A lot of times when men look for love, you can tell because they're in it all the way. All right? They're all the way in if they're looking for love. If they're not looking for love, they're not all the way in. So if you married someone who was all the way in, most likely you're not going to be in the type of marriage that you would consider loving, because they weren't all the way in. Just because someone marries you doesn't mean that they love you. I will repeat that. Just because someone marries you does not mean that they love you. So sometimes y'all got to understand why men aren't looking for love. They aren't looking for love because they aren't ready. And so many women try to force them to be ready when they are not. And that's when men just go ahead and give in and do what you want, but they still don't really truly feel that way about you. So y'all have to stop pressuring and pushing these men in a direction that they don't even want to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to regret it later. They're going to find a way to make you regret it later if they don't love you. They are supposed to be doing the absolute most in order to get you to be with them. That's why I tell y'all, never chase. Okay? This way, you're not going to be sitting there shoulda, coulda, woulda in the future. Some of y'all just want to have some type of man. Y'all don't care if they love you or not, or y'all will lie to yourselves, but y'all won't see the red flags until it's too late. So men are not looking for love. And why? Because they are not ready. Most of the time, a man who is looking for love will put it all out on the line for you. His feelings, his emotions, his money, his interest, everything. That's why most men aren't looking for it, because they're not willing to do the work. I was told you are mean to me. I don't know why. I keep giving you money. You're right. Exactly. Make them earn you. Men don't appreciate anything unless they earn it. And you can't, and also men can't fall in love with a doormat. Just remember that. Men fall in love with the type of woman that makes them into a better man by their own choice. Not one that forces him to be better, but one that makes him look deep inside himself and want to be the best for her. Do you understand? For her. Men don't look for love. They look for, physical things and placeholders and company. When they look for love, your pockets will be able to tell. Okay? How they show up emotionally, you will be able to tell. Okay? Especially in the beginning. They're going to do the most to impress you if that's what they're looking for. So don't let their words fool you. Only go by their actions. If they're not proving themselves in every single way, they are not looking for love. They are looking for a fool. You like men who provide and invest in me, but lose attraction when they like you times 10, more too eager or too into you. Why I don't feel feminine? Any advice? Okay. That's because you have only one. You need two. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because one is getting on your nerves, you need to be having two. You need to have two of them. All right? The reason why I'm telling y'all, when a man is too into you and you don't like it, it's because you are spending too much time with him. Now, if you don't want to have two, you need to have some business. Okay? You need to split your time up with him and someone else or something else. Okay? If you own your own business, or if you have hobbies, or if you have another life that you are, into whatever you're doing, that's what you need to focus on. Because the reason why someone likes you too much is because you're too available. So you got to have some personal space between you and them. Okay. The collection fund, the tithes and offering, they be passing that plate around more than gold. And then if he doesn't, you have your links and stuff ready, you can see.
Somebody says I'm at a church.
Well, if you go to church, the pastor is up on the pulpit stealing men's money and women's money. So they got that building fund, the collection fund, the tithes and offering, they be passing that plate around more than gold diggers. All right. But if you do go to church, ladies, make sure you parking lot watch first. Okay. Sit in the parking lot, get there early, see who's driving what, then go in late
I'm dead.
So you know who to sit by. Okay.
I'm dead.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Oh, y'all need that.
All right.
I'm dead. She said, "Look who's in the parking lot."
Then you can see what they put in the collection plate. So, girl, he ain't putting nothing in there. I know maybe he has some left over for me. Maybe I can get the rest. You said what? Girl, I know some pastors. I know. They worse than us. All right. Sprinkle. I know some pastors. I've seen pastors at the bar. Pastors giving me their number. All right.
I'm fucking dead.
So I don't know what to tell you. Go to church, get you a pastor. Go to church, get you a deacon. Go to church, find some money over there too. They got money in the church. Go find some. All right. You said you need a church adventure, girl. Either way, go to the church on the rich side of town and sit there in the parking lot and make sure you see who's driving what, so you know who to sit next to when you arrive late in your beautiful dress and your high heels. And you know me click clacking down the aisle when it's quiet. Everybody gonna look. And when it's time to go up there to, like, you know, if anybody want to come up here and get saved or need prayer, that's when you get up and walk. And all the men who like you, they gonna come up there just because you went up there. That's when when you up there with them, they gonna like lay hands on your back and they be like, "Let me pray for you, sister." And you go like, you can smell their cologne and see if it's cheap or not. You know, you go, okay, cheap. No, so good. It smell like money. Nice suit. You can see the tailoring on the suit, or if it's a store-bought suit, or if they got it from KG, you know which one got the money. Okay, so you get up there during the prayer call, and you scope out the suits, whether they're tailored or from KG. Okay, and you smell that cologne, see who got the money. Okay, and then after church, they're gonna come find you, and they're like, "Sister, I just want to introduce myself. You need me anytime I'm here." Then you get the money. Okay. Make up something. Oh, I've been going through it. I need somebody to pray for me. And then y'all exchange numbers and you get your money. Right? That's how you do it. Then said it, done 1,000,000 million times. Okay. That's what church is for. Okay. If you're going to go to church, you might as well make it worth your while. All right.
That laugh was diabolical.
Thank you.
That laugh was diabolical.
You can order phase 1 and 2 at the same time and save money with the code GET. You know what? You're so observant. I definitely am a snob and very much entitled. Own it, baby. What they gonna say? Oh, you shouldn't be that way. Well, I am. It's too late. Sorry. I would definitely just own it. Who cares? You'll have nothing to prove to them. They are very observant. Thank them for being so observant and say, "You're right." Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good for you, man. We don't care. They can afford it or they can't. They wouldn't be complaining about it if they could do something with you. They obviously can't. All right. Thank you. So, it says there a way to chat with me privately. Yeah, go join my Patreon. The link is in the description bar. You got to join tier 2 and up in order to be able to message me directly. And then I'll message you back within a day or two. I try to check it daily, but sometimes there's lots of messages that I have to get through. Okay. Your husband say you don't put him first. I don't have time for that, but how do I make it seem like I am so he feels okay? Do you work? Do you have a job? Does he make you pay bills? Because
This has a lot to do with it. Is he a full provider? Not, then tell him, until you start being a full provider, I can't put you first. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said men on the rich side of town don't talk crazy like that. They sure don't talk crazy to women like that because they know women are supposed to be provided for. And being confident and looking good is not being entitled. All right. Your husband don't need to be opening his mouth if he's still sending you to work, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to be lucky he got somebody that's going to actually go clock in while claiming a man. You see, I would flip the script and be like, you better be happy you have a wife who actually still clocks in and claims a grown, able-bodied man in her house. No. I wouldn't even be claiming him, girl, if he's sending me to work. I'm talking to my work husband and my backup, and he definitely ain't going to be first. You right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you sending me to work, you're never going to be first. Remember that. Tell him that. He ain't never going to be first as long as he's sending you out to work. You don't have to tell him that, but you can think that. And he's like, oh, you know what? I'll try harder, and then don't try at all. Oh, baby, I'll try harder. Roll your eyes. Then say, well, in order for me to put you first, I got to quit this job. You ready for that? Nope. Then shut up. That's what you tell him. Because obviously he's trying to have too much and he can't afford it. The one with money are super honored to be with me. I know that's right. Exalted. Sprinkle. Leave them dusties in the dust. Don't talk to them. And even dusties aren't looking for love. Okay? Most men are not looking for love. So stop thinking that they are. The faster y'all stop thinking that men are looking for love, the better off you will be. If the society changes and reprograms the men to look for love, that could change. All right? If there's more examples in movies and you know, books and society and social media, then they may start again. But until then, it's not happening. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said what? Dusties are looking for shelter or Jordans. Okay, lemon squeeze. That's right. That's sad, but that's true. Feminist men say that work is a privilege for women. Then tell that man, say, well, you know what? That's wonderful. Work is a privilege for women, and they can keep all of their money and still spend yours, because that's also a privilege for women, having a provider man and a job and a career and a business. It's a very much of a privilege if you can save yours and spend his. All right? You can own your own business. You don't need to work for other people. And you can get his money and spend his and save yours. Okay? Because that's also a privilege. He's a full provider, but somehow we are still in a dusty land, ma'am. Is he trying, though? Sometimes when they're a full provider, they're living the lifestyle that they can afford. All right? So I always tell women, if you're with a full provider and if he leveled up the lifestyle, he wouldn't be able to fully provide anymore. You're living within his means. If his means don't rise, then you have to stay living within his means. If you don't want to stay living within his means, you got to find a way to get his funds to go up. That means you to encourage him to go apply for a higher paying position or a second position if you want to level up or have a second stream of income, or like he needs a second stream of income or something, because otherwise he's only doing what he can afford. Unless you know he can afford more. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You just got a car, apartment, new teaching job. You had a splendid daddy, but I need more. I'm too pretty to be working. I want to get 3 providers. Well, keep working on it, ma'am. It's a numbers game. You got to go out every day until you find some.
At least try to go out every day until you find them, okay? Don't stop till you get enough. Don't stop till you get enough. Sugar daddies. All right, sprinkle. Keep going. It's a numbers game. You'll find enough soon if you keep going. Don't pause. Don't wait. Keep going. You'll be done soon. You'll have them soon if you keep going. Don't take no pauses or no breaks.
All right, hold on, y'all.
How do you keep a backup when you're living with a man? The same way a man does, baby. The same way a man keeps a backup when he's living with a woman. Lie.
Yeah, I can't play this one too much because it's somebody else's shit. How much of it did I play? About good 20 minutes. I think we just listened to the brutal truths about men in relationship. She said, what about love? Let's damn, this is on her channel. I'm trying to play something that's not on her channel. Okay, like this right here.
Someone asks you, where do you see yourself in 5 years, or what do you see for your don't ever answer that completely. So future is unknown. Okay? Never say what is going to be. This way you can change it up at any time, and they can't ever say, oh, well, you thought you were going to do this, I thought you were going to do that. All you can say is something that's, well, we'll see what the future brings. I like to see what the future brings. And that means there's infinite possibilities. So right away, the person is going to say, oh, infinite possibilities with this person. They're not fixed on one thing. And it also is a positive thing because they can't really try to hold you to anything or mold you or, fix anything in favor of whatever your future is holding. Or they may feel limited if they get some type of opportunity and they know it's going against what your future plans are. Then it might give them some type of anxiety within. So you don't want to put that on them by telling them your future plans, because even if you do tell people their future plans, they're still going to change. You can't follow everything exactly. So just say something like, oh, we'll see what the future brings. I love seeing things unfold. Okay, so never talk about future because it ain't here yet and it don't really exist. It's just ways to make you worry, put pressure on you when we create every day, each day. Okay, so we're not going to talk about the future. The past, when people bring up your past, how to avoid that. I live in the here and now. Okay, I live in the here and now, which is why when they ask you about your past, I live in the here and now. That means they don't know what you done did, but it's still a good answer, and it leads to a different conversation.
Let me get this mic so y'all can see. Men do not love you. Okay, so stop thinking that they do.
I have been saying for the longest time, since 33, and I was like, men do not love. And I had a woman that debated me and was like, they do love, but this is how they love, but they do love. And let's just say this woman don't have the best of a marriage. And I found it very interesting that this person defended that, because I still stand on what I say. The idea of what women perceive love to be is fantasy. And the only way she's going to have that type of level of love is if she goes and bees with a woman. I'm going to stand on that. You want that kind of love? You want that imaginative love? Go be with a woman or a lying ass simp bettermel. That's the only way you're going to get that kind of love. That imaginary love. But men do not love. Men are not romantic. That's what it is. This is basically, men are not romantic. They're economic. They're egotistical. They want power. They want status. They want leverage. And if you're dealing with the black male and the psyche of that, he really wants that. This is why he dates the lighter skin, the women of the other races, and all these different types of things. One black man actually told me something. He was the African man. He was like, of course, I'm going to go fuck the women of the men who fucking conquer me. Of course, I'm going to go fuck all his women just to have power. Like, he was speaking from the perspective of a man and what that is. And I had another man tell me about a man. I was like, well, he's attracted to those light skinned women. He don't seem to be attracted to, like, I'm not the type he's attracted to. And the man was saying, no, those women are for sex. It's an ego thing with them. You see what I'm saying? And so when you're dealing with the male psyche, no, he does not love. It's not in his nature to love. That's why when he is in love or he do feel love, look how he acts. Look how he's so discombobulated when he is loving somebody. That tells you right there that it's not in his nature to do that.
They tolerate you. They lust you. That's it. If they're your family member that is related to you, that is a whole different type of love. But I'm speaking about relationship wise. Okay, so never do anything based on thinking that he loves you. Only do it based on your best interest. Only do something based on your benefit. Don't do it, oh, but he loves me. Don't do it for that reason, because you're going to get fooled every single time. So love is not words. Love is action. How to make a man addicted to you. Be his type. Be the type that he always wanted. Okay, that he truly likes. Most men have a type. This is how I tell you guys about the target. If you're not his type, bypass. You know he has a type. Go look at his Facebook. Go look at his whatever. If he has Instagram, go look at his exes. Go look at everyone that he likes. What celebrities does he like? Do you even come close? If the answer is no, bypass. You ain't his type. If you're his type, the more you get. If you're not his type, you don't get nothing. The least you get. So please, study men, study their type. If you notice you're not their type, you Bob the Builder. Okay? I'm just letting you guys know. You're being used if you're not his type. He's never going to take you seriously. He's not going to introduce you to mama. And if he does, it's for ulterior motives to use you and Bob the bill with you so he can go date his type on the side while you at work. Okay? Pay attention to a man's type. Their type does not change. I know a lot of women who make the mistake of dating that guy who, I feel so special, he chose me, but then all his friends on Facebook and all his friends on Instagram is a whole different opposite look of the woman that he's about to marry. That's a red flag. If you're a woman and you like this certain type of man and you got him all plastered up everywhere and all your exes resemble him, and then you go and marry somebody that's 5'2" and 300 pounds, there's something off. That's not your type. It's because they have something like money, right? So most successful men can marry their type. So if you're not his type, he's not successful enough for you. Okay? Whatever comes out of a man's mouth, reverse it. Okay? Whatever comes out of a man's mouth, reverse it. There is your truth. Okay? So for example, if he says, oh, you can have any man in this room you want. Why me? It means he wants you to stroke his ego. He wants you to tell him about himself. He wants you to talk about him because you are just so fabulous. And he doesn't want to say anything about you except that one thing. But he wants you to go on and on about him. He wants you to know who he is and what he is offering and why he's special to you. He's making you prove yourself to him. He's insecure as well as narcissistic, or just narcissistic and making you feel insecure. So that's what that is. You got to be like, oh, I don't know, you're right, and walk off. And then turn around and say, just kidding. You look like you'd buy me a drink. That's why I came over here. Honestly. You look pretty lonely. Just flip it. You look lonely, you know? And I knew you'd buy me a drink because I look good. That's why I stood here. Then laugh, like, just kidding. Then he don't know if you're joking or not. Now he's going to have to prove himself to you. Oh, I like a woman with a sense of humor. I know, right? You know, I came over here because you look like a nice guy. That's all you got to say. Nice guy. It's very general. Oh, you look like a nice guy. It's a backhanded compliment. So, don't ever fall for the traps, ladies. Reverse the traps. But some of y'all are just so nervous and desperate, y'all will answer that damn question. Just like y'all answer the question, what do you bring to the table? Just get up and walk off. If you're sitting down to dinner and some dude has a nerve to ask what you bring to the table, get up and walk off. There's his answer.
Today's video is how to make your partner jealous so that they don't want to lose you or they want you back. Okay, these are some steps you have to take. They might be hard, but they work. Okay, a lot of people do the exact opposite, which is why they have no luck. Okay, getting an ex back or getting the attention they deserve from their partner. Now, a lot of men are going to chime in and say this is immature, this is why I don't play games, but it still works no matter what they're talking about. It still works. Okay, first of all, men have egos and women know that. So you need to play on their ego. That is their weak spot. Okay, ladies? Men are naturally possessive by nature. Okay? So to see you with another man, to think about you being with another man, to visualize you going to dinner, dates, drinks, and whatever with another man will bother them. Okay? If you're always available, if every phone call is answered, if every text is answered, if they know where you are, sorry you guys, if they know where you are, and know that you're not going to be dressed up but in sweats and you know whatever, they're not worried about you. They're not going to be jealous of anything, you know. So what you need to do is set up what I call your jealousy plan. Okay, whenever you're not getting that attention, when you feel like his attention is straying, or if he's already broken up with you and you want him back, you think there's a chance and you kind of still interact with each other, you got to make him jealous. Okay, and this goes for any relationship type. Okay, it could be same sex, whatever, but you got to make the other person jealous and work on their ego or work on their weak spot. Okay, for example, if there's a place that you and that person always go and it's kind of like a special place to you and you want to make them jealous, let them know you're going there. Oh, I'm going to, you know, such and such tonight, just me and the girls. Yeah, just me and the girls. We're gonna have such a good time, I can't wait. But get dressed up like you're going on a date. Like, look better than you ever looked when you went out with him. Like, do extra. Buy new underwear. Make him think that there's something up. Okay, get extra. Like you're getting ready to go to prom. Okay, get new stuff, get new outfit, new perfume, new everything. He's gonna get suspicious. He's gonna be like, why are you doing all this to go out with the girls? You know, oh, you know, we just want to look extra good. You know, girls compete against each other, you know. And then he's gonna say, well, maybe I want to come too, or, you know, are you sure you don't want me to come? You know, that's our spot. Oh, no, I don't want you to come. And just like wear something very sexy. Like, y'all know that song Freakum Dress by Beyonce. Get out something very sexy, okay, to make him think that either A, you're really going out on a date with another man, or B, there's a possibility that you can meet another man that night that will replace him. Okay, don't be afraid to get dolled up and go out with your girls and let him know you're going. Okay, and like, to get him jealous, you got to do extra. Okay, and go out. Don't answer your phone the whole night. Turn it off. Don't even answer that thing. If he's not giving you the attention when you're not away from him, dressed up, looking like, you know, you can grab any dude or whatever, then don't answer his calls now. Why is he all of a sudden texting? Let him wonder. Okay, this is going to work on his mind. So now that you're out and about having fun, doing whatever you're doing, you could be out alone, you could be really with friends, or you could be with a guy friend, a gay friend, whoever. But come back later than you normally come back. Okay, don't come back on time, don't come back on curfew, come back a little bit later. Okay, and then make up some excuse. Oh, I had to make sure my friend got home okay, she drank too much and da da da. He's not gonna really question that, and just go to sleep. Don't talk about it, because when you really went out with your girls and you had a good time, you're gonna want to tell your friend, your boyfriend, oh, we did this and that. Don't tell him nothing. Leave him wondering. Let him ask all the questions. Now you have his attention. Okay. The next way, like if you don't live with the guy and he stops calling and texting, send him an accidental text for another person. Okay. Like, I had fun last night. Let's do it again. And then see what he says. Text back. Like, oh, I didn't see you last night. What are you talking about? You know, if he hasn't texted you for a long time and you're waiting on him to text you back, and he's been like 2 days, 3 days, and you have to text him first all the time, text him, oh, I had fun last night. Let's do it again. And then if he texts you back, say, oh, I must sent that to the wrong number. You know, bam. Well, who'd you go out with? Now he's texting. Right now he's interested again. Okay. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I meant to send that to somebody else. No, don't worry about it. And then you stop texting him. Okay. Then he's going to be texting you, calling you, da 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 da. Oh, who are you going out with? And da 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 da. Okay. So accidental text to the wrong person by accident. Okay. Another way, like, let's say someone broke up with you, didn't give you any reason, just stopped calling you, communicating with you, and it's been like weeks, and you basically think they're cheating and you've moved on. They've moved on from you. Okay, so this is what you do to get them jealous. You post, like if they follow you on Facebook or whatever, you post a picture of you and a very attractive person that, you know, and don't put any explanation. Just bam, pick, you know. Go find somebody that's very attractive and get in the selfie with them, photobomb them, I don't know, you know. And don't put any names, don't put any explanation, just put click, you know, and don't put your, okay, this is the worst mistake women make. Getting on Facebook, getting all dolled up, taking 1,000 pictures of themselves after they've been broken up with by their boyfriend, thinking their boyfriend's gonna click and watch, and he's like, oh, she's just doing that to get attention, to get a new man. But if you go ahead and take a picture with a new man in person, it's already strike one, jealousy. They're going to be trying to call you. So what you been doing? They're going to act like they didn't see it. So what have you been doing? Oh, da, da, da. And then they'll probably bring it up. Oh, I saw your Facebook. Who's the new guy? You know? Oh, him? Oh, he's nobody. Don't worry about him. Why? What's up? Well, you look pretty happy. Yeah, we are happy. And start saying we when you talk about him. Say we. Even though you're not a couple, even though you'll probably, you know, not be with that guy for real. When you talk about him, say we, like a couple. He's going to get pissed, okay? All of a sudden, he's going to want you back. Okay. Another way is to become very successful, like start your own business, start your own online, whatever, YouTube, just do something that's really about yourself, and that you could care less what he's doing because you're so super busy making money, you know, getting the things that you want, or whatever, you know, you got to raise, you start your business, you're about yourself now. So totally get into yourself, makeover, you know, look like a whole improved version of yourself, so that when he sees you, or when he's, you know, sees your pictures and things on social media and things that you're doing, he's impressed. And when he's impressed, he's going to be mad at himself.
Anybody who has like a friend with benefits, which I hope y'all don't, or a long time off and on lover or whatever that calls every once in a while and y'all sleep together, if you can't get money out of him either, but he could come get sex from you at any time, something's also wrong with that. It means you like him more than he likes you. And if you needed $100, you couldn't even get it from him. That's how much he valued you. So take another look at yourself and decide your worth. If you're afraid to ask any man that you are dealing with for money, it is your fault. Okay, don't blame him. He only doing what you need him to do. He only doing what you demand him to do, need him to do, require him to do, or have standards for him to meet. That's your fault. So it's also your fault for either picking the wrong type of man or the wrong target.
A lot of women have a problem with talking too much. Okay, y'all know women love to talk. when you first meet a guy, or when a guy first approaches you, you don't talk. You don't talk all like you would talk to your girlfriend. You remain quiet. You let them do all the talking. Okay, this is how you get all the information without asking too many questions. Because the less you talk, the more they're going to give away, and you'll be able to gather that knowledge. And plus, at the same time, you seem mysterious and like you listen. So never answer their question. Okay, this is first thing. Unless it's a simple thing like what's your name, or don't tell them your whole name. Okay, just tell them your first name or your nickname. Okay. Never tell a man your age. A woman that tells a man her age, unless he's worried about you being under 18, yes. Okay, so don't worry about it. I'm over 21. I can drink. I'm supposed to be in here. Okay. Never tell a man your age. Not the first meeting. Okay, he needs to earn that. Okay. Never tell him your life story. Okay. When a man says, tell me about yourself, he doesn't mean tell you your life story. He means, and now it's your turn to talk. Please don't bore me to death with your life story. Okay. He knows that you're probably going to hit on your career, which
I hate that question. Please don't ask me to tell me. I hate that question. Tell me about yourself. Something about that shit bothers me.
How many kids you got? So don't do that. Don't feed what he's expecting. Okay. Say, oh, tell you about me. There's so much to know. I don't think you're ready for all of this. I don't think you're ready for, keep him intrigued. And he'll be like, oh, really? What does that mean? What do you do? Now he'll be even more intrigued because you're not answering. Okay. Stop caring. Don't care. And when I say don't care, what I mean is don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Don't be concerned about it. And what I mean by that is when it comes to certain things that you care about or you don't care about, that depends on how emotional you are about something. So you can take someone and they can say something to you and you'll just laugh in their face. But you could have another person say the same thing to you and it may make you emotional, upset, angry, or cry. Because it is the amount of care or the amount of acceptance that you need from that certain person. So if someone can make you feel a certain way, it's because you value their opinions. You value what they think. You value them as a person. But if you don't and you just laugh, it simply means that you don't care enough about that certain particular person to get emotional about. So I feel that when I tell people, okay, don't worry about it, just don't care, I never went into extreme detail. I never went into extreme detail about why or how not to care. And that takes a lot of patience and a lot of sometimes it takes a lot of sacrifice. Sometimes it takes a lot of patience, and sometimes it takes a lot of doing other things. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like when you do feel some sort of way, it is okay to let emotions be expressed, because at one point you have to get them out anyway. But when you stop caring, that's when they get less and less and less and less and less and less. So it may be a process for you. It may be quick and easy for you, especially if you don't really know the person. But at the same time, don't feel like there is something wrong with you if you can't get a hold of them. But you always could if you wanted to.
Did y'all understand that one? That one kind of was hesitant. Oh, see, this is the type of people that I want to not come across my feed. That's because that person mentioned that shit. I wouldn't even listen to this bitch. You see the one lead you to marriage one? I wouldn't even listen to her. She look like she fucking jacking goddamn She-Ra 7 style, don't she?
What do you do if a man says he hates makeup? Tell him don't wear it. I hope you hate makeup. I hope you don't catch you putting none on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I should hope so. I didn't try to put none on you.
Oh shit.
Let me tell y'all a secret. If a man really, really likes you, he would never rush you into anything. Because if he sees you as long term, he's not going to let you go no matter what anyway. There is no need to rush if he really likes you. He's going to stick around. There's no rush to do anything if a man knows you're the one. So, if he rushing you, it's something else, baby. Look into it. You said, but aren't there some men that don't cheat? Yeah, they in the cemetery. All right, sprinkle. Let me ask y'all a question for y'all who still think all men don't cheat.
Oh, well,
In marriage, let's say marriage. Not even say relationship. Let's just say marriage. From the time a man says I do to the time he dies is a long time, right? In between all of that, pregnancies, you getting mad, out of town trips, jealous women, hookers, I don't know, whatever. At one point, there's going to be an opportunity presented to your man. And depending on the status of your relationship, physically, mentally, spiritually, and especially if he doesn't often get approached, he might just say yes, especially if he thinks he'll never find out. And cheating has nothing to do with love. Okay, so at one point, somebody gonna cheat somewhere, somehow, some way, period. Okay, I see all these old men who are still handsome, but the wives that are close to their same age, who look 20 years older than them. You know they out in them strip clubs. You know they somebody sugar daddy. You know this. Why are y'all asking me this dumb question? They cheat. Okay? Most of the men y'all meet when y'all are out freestyling are married. Most of the guys that are buying you drinks and hitting on you and getting your number, be married. And you asking me, are there some men that don't cheat? Yes, there are. And because they already cheated and they died. Okay? Sprinkle. Stop looking at the world through the lenses of a fairy tale. Don't be the girl who doesn't want much and doesn't never ask for anything, doesn't want money spent on you. Be the girl that ties up his wallet so he can't afford to cheat. Okay? Sprinkle. What do you do if you miss your ex? Ask him for some money and see if you still miss him. That'll wake you up real quick, won't it? See how much you're worth to him. See if he even misses you a little bit. Okay. Never take offense from a broke man's mouth. If a broke man is saying something, I mean, no one should take offense to it. They're in survival. They're saying whatever they gotta say to have a chance at survival, to have a chance at a woman that they can't afford, to have a chance at something that they can't afford or put their money towards, So we can't really blame them for what they say and what comes out of their mouth because they're literally just in survival mode. That's why you shouldn't even just deal with them and ignore them and keep it moving. Don't sit there and argue with somebody in survival mode. They're trying to survive. You sit here comfy and cozy with your little glass of wine and they stealing the Wi-Fi from the neighbor with an electric blanket and you sitting over here arguing with that Dusty and you don't even know. Okay? And they calling everybody simps because, they sitting over there stealing Wi-Fi in an electric blanket because they ain't got no heat and calling us gold diggers, but it's literally just living in survival mode. So why would we take any of those types of men seriously? And they're mad because we don't want them. Well, next.
What if you have nice skin, all you need is mascara? I have nice skin. Okay? You go ahead with your nice skin. When I walk in, let's see what happens.
Your skin and your mascara is only going to go so far. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to bring the point home. Y'all know how I do. But what if you have nice skin? All you need is mascara. Unless you can do a Neutrogena commercial and you have a Neutrogena contract, then you better put on some makeup. So here's my thing. Let me ask y'all ladies something. That's why broke men approach you. That's why you can't get a man to pay all your bills, because you require and you put in the least amount of any type of standards or effort in your looks and in what type of man you allow to approach you. First and foremost, you cannot expect a man that loves himself, takes pride in himself and his career, to take you as a woman to represent him if you don't even represent yourself well.
Ambitious men like ambitious women. No, they don't. Because then they have competition right there, and they don't like that. Not after a while. They'll get tired of it and go get the secretary, the receptionist, the hostess at the restaurant, because they don't like ambitious women. They really don't. You know how they don't like ambitious women? Because if you take a man and a woman, right? And they're both ambitious, the woman is going to always bypass the man, period. And she's going to do it while doing everything else. And they don't like that. Not eventually, they like the idea of it. They like that they have something in common. But then when she beat him at his own game, they don't like it no more. So they don't like it when they're in it. They like it as an idea, but they don't like it when they're in it. Because if they were in it and she's ambitious and she's smart and he's ambitious and smart, and she has a plan, he has a plan, her plan goes well and his doesn't, and she tries to give him advice and say, oh, well, you should have done this. People, oh, you don't tell me what to do. I'm already, a professional. Then it becomes a competition or an argument, and that man is going off to the little stupid receptionist who is making minimum wage or whatever and trying to impress her now. So men think they like ambition, but they don't. Because ambition comes with many other things. They like a little bit of ambition, lower than theirs, and something that doesn't threaten them. That's what they like. Oh, I'm an ambitious makeup artist. They like that. Oh, I'm an ambitious YouTuber. Oh, they love that. Oh, I'm a bit ambitious, something lower than whatever you're doing. So as long as you're lower than them or no threat to them whatsoever, you can be as ambitious as you like in your little whatever. But as soon as you get on their level and bypass them, no, they don't want that anymore. They want the stupid person who's non-threatening to their ego. So they would like an ambitious woman who's ambitious in her lane, not his lane. Difference. So you can be the most ambitious makeup artist, cosmetologist, receptionist you want to be, baby. So that's exactly what they're trying to tell you.
A lot of women don't understand how to get men obsessed with them because they're dumb. All right, I just said it. All right. And I'm going to tell y'all why. And it's not to be mean, but it's just to give you some insight on why a lot of women can't do this. And why they haven't been taught properly how to do it. So we need the back story first, and then we can get to it. The reason why a lot of women don't know how to get men obsessed with giving them money is because they are brainwashed by patriarchal society to think that they are servants when they are goddesses. That's number one. Number two is they don't know their value. So if you don't know your value and you don't realize that you've been brainwashed by patriarchy, it's going to be hard to get men obsessed with you enough to give you money. So first, you got to get that out of the way. You got to stop feeling guilty. You got to stop trying to be somebody's maid and housekeeper. You got to stop doing all of that crap. That's number one. When you can get past that, you have to stop begging men for attention. You got to get out of your pick-me-shit era. You got to do that first. Then you can get the money.
If they ask if you want dessert, don't answer. Let him answer. And look at him. And if he asks you if you want dessert, it's like, oh, well, I don't know if I have room, but if you get one, maybe I'll take a taste. But don't order yourself a dessert. It is greedy. And learn some table manners before you go out to eat so that you're eating correctly. Go on YouTube and find some table manner videos, and don't just be like pulling the fork out off your teeth and like putting your elbow on the table and stabbing the food and like, you know, don't be scooping with the fork like this in your thumb. Don't do that, please. I wouldn't even do that at home. If I can't get it, it ain't meant to get in my mouth, okay? Because I know some people that scrape with their thumb, and I've seen them out, and I'm like, what? No.
We're going to be getting into trashy women. Trashy women. These are women who are inappropriate, dress inappropriate, curse, you know, heavy drug use, heavy alcohol, and claim to be looking for, you know, a good guy, but can't find one. So we're going to get into this. A lot of women don't know they're trashy. They think it's normal how they act, and someone needs to tell them and alert them that they are indeed acting trashy or low class. So I'm just going to be the one to have to do it, because some people don't realize. You are trashy if you dress slutty. You are trashy if you ask or say inappropriate things at inappropriate times. If you curse in front of children, you're trashy. You're also trashy if you don't know how to take care of yourself. If you have poor hygiene, and if you often are out drunk or high, show up to places drunk or high, you are trashy. You're also trashy if you make excuses for everything and never take the responsibility for yourself. You are trashy. If you have excuse after excuse after excuse, and you never fix the problem, and you're always apologizing, and you're never addressing the issue to fix it, you're trashy. If you hang around people, you're trashy. Period. Sorry. You are what you associate with. If you hang with men who constantly use you, curse you out, and mistreat you, and you keep returning back to them, you're trashy. Okay? If you don't take care of your kids, you're trashy, especially if you have children. If you don't take care of them kids, you're trashy. You're also trashy if you show up unkept, hair mess, wear bonnets in public, wear house shoes in public. If you wear anything that you're supposed to go to sleep in outside in the public, you're trashy. Again, trashy. Okay. If all your clothes are skin tight, you're trashy. If all your clothes, I'm just serious, they're trashy. Come on now. If all your pictures are of your butt, you're trashy. Your butt, the 90% of your photos, you're trashy. Somebody got to tell y'all. If you ask someone where you got their wig, where you got them lashes, where you got them whatever in public, you're trashy. Okay? You're trashy. There's other things that, as far as looks are concerned, but we're not going to go there because a lot of people will probably get offended, because I would talk about nails and such and different hairstyles, but your role model should not be a Fashion Nova model. I'll repeat that. Your role model should not be a Fashion Nova model. Okay? Look at those Fashion Nova model comments and go look up under there on Instagram. There you go. You should not be louder than the place that you are in. Your volume should actually be lower. If you are a loud mouth, that's considered trashy. Be quiet. Lower your tone, baby. Don't laugh like a hyena everywhere you go. Shh, bring it in. Act like a lady.
A lot of women don't want to hear this, but if your man looks better than you and he got more accessories than you, more clothes, more shoes, if he's a 10 and you're a 1, you ain't the one. I know, oh, well, we have kids together. I don't care. It's not happening, okay? You're the decoy. Okay, some guys want to reproduce. They want to have kids. Some gay guys want to have kids, you know? Or some guys just want to be taken care of. And a woman who's less attractive will take care of an attractive man. That's just how it is. I know plenty of girls who have done that, and they pay for it in the future because that guy gets comfortable and then he starts going after his real type, be it gay or a different type of woman.
What to say when he asks your body count? Ask his bank account, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Since y'all talking about, count how much money he got in his account.
When James and I first started dating, he gave me this cheap jewelry set that was probably $99, and I threw it at him, and I told him I don't ever buy me that type of stuff again. I think I wouldn't even give this to my niece, who's 7 years old. Okay, don't come at me like this, and I throw it at him. And back then, I was like about 22 or 23 years old, and I could say stuff that because I was young, and I could easily replace him, And he never came to me with some crap again, ever. Now, he's given me gifts that I don't like before, and he's taken them back and got me something else. But he's never come at me with something that cheap and silly, ever. I was genuinely upset because what he's telling me is this is all I'm worth. This is all you worth here. No, it's not. Take it back. I'm worth more than that. Either come correct or don't come at all. Yeah, I don't care. Shoot, I just started dating him. That wasn't for me. I know that. He got the wrong one. That's for that other one. That's not for me. That wasn't for me. Maybe that's what you give your wife, but that's not what you give your girlfriend.
I can't live without you. Start crying right back. Oh, I can't live without money.
Mm-hmm. You're not accept a life you do not deserve.
Exactly. You said that's manipulation. Exactly. Manipulate him right back to go to the whole thing of go get me some money. Mm-hmm. You can't get no money, then you can't get me.
Period.
Okay.
Manipulate them before they can manipulate you.
Exactly.
Oh, period.
Because I don't care if you crying. I'm crying too. You ain't got no money. Mm-hmm. You broke. I got to go. I can't live with you anymore because you're broke.
Love and looks do not pay bills.
Love and looks
do not pay bills.
You said manipulate the manipulators. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Exactly. That stuff don't work on people that's about their money. Mm-hmm. What if someone is model pretty, but they don't get a lot of attention because you're too pretty? A lot of men don't mess with too pretty women. Oh, let me tell y'all why. They don't think they can satisfy you or please you, and they always think that there's another man somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You're too perfect. Then they have to be perfect. I always tell women who are perfect to pretend you have some type of flaw, or don't change all of your flaws to become too perfect. Like a lot of people tell me, oh, you need to fix your teeth. You need to do that. No, I need to do whatever I want to do. Because if I'm too perfect and I'm a carbon copy of everything, then people are going to be more intimidated around me. And they're going to be like, okay, that's to put on a shelf. That's too perfect for me. I'm going to have to be super perfect if I'm with a super perfect person. Same way a woman will think of a man who's super perfect or super this or super that and has no flaws. Well, he's going to make me do this. I'm going to have to be in the gym 24/7. I'm going to have to go get these teeth fixed. I'm with a perfect man. I'm going to have to watch what I say. I can't talk how I want to talk. I'm going to have to represent him in every single, I'm going to have to be a doll, literally. And if you're not ready to be that type of person, then you don't want to be perfect. So people use model perfect to model like a mannequin, not a real person. So keep some of your flaws because that's what makes you more attractive and more human. Okay?
All right, y'all. Let's keep it going. Who is this? I'm going to Greece. All right, let me do the harder level up. I'm trying to make sure I choose channels that's not hers because I can get copyright strike for that. But if it's a mixed channel and music, and I can actually use the channel. It's a compilation.
Do you think I'm being selfish if I leave my boyfriend of 6 years because I think I can do better? I don't want to hurt him, but I know I deserve better. Can you give me any advice? No man hesitates to leave their woman. if they find a better one. So why should you just get up and go just like they do? Come on, why you gotta feel so guilty about it? They do it all the time. I feel guilty for leaving him because of his parents. Why do you feel this guilt? Like, who cares? It's a boyfriend. It's not a husband. Do y'all have kids? Are y'all married? No. Did he ask you to marry him? Is he making money? Does he make you happy? Then why do you feel guilt? He should feel guilt for being a dusty. Shoot. Get up. Or else you're gonna sit there feeling guilty and broke forever. Who cares what his parents think? You don't have to see them again either. Okay? Once you leave, it's over. It's gone. You don't ever have to see them again. They won't even be able to make you feel guilty anymore. Block their numbers, block all of them. Just be gone. For nice people finish last because they can't do what it takes. And you don't wake up in 5 years broke and not being able to do better. Get out now. I would be gone. What are you doing, man? Just leave. You don't know how to be ruthless? It's just like quitting a job. Don't show up one day. Don't answer the calls. Just be laughing when they calling. No, that is harsh. Just tell them, look, baby, I got a new opportunity and it's for a job and I need to go and pursue this for myself. I love me. I love you. I always will. Put on the bodyguard. And I will always love you. Bittersweet memories. That is all. Have a little fake tear run down. So goodbye. Please don't cry. We both know you cannot afford me. And be out. Just watch The Bodyguard. Get him prepared. It's got movie night. Line up a bunch of breakup movies so you can prepare his subconscious mind. It's like, why are we watching all these movies about breaking up? Something going on? Oh no. Nothing's going on. Men like toxic. Sprinkle. Okay? If y'all haven't realized by now, men like toxic women. They get bored of the nice women and they go look for the toxic women. Okay? So just understand that. No matter what you heard, no matter what they're saying, they like toxic women, believe me. And no matter if a man says, I don't like kids or animals, once you bring them animals and the kids in the house, they're going to love them. Okay? Don't listen to them. To your plans. Stop asking too many questions. Stop being nice.
I'm going to have to jump in on this. There is some truth to this. Yet, at the same time, I would kind of take that one with a grain of salt. At this point, nobody wants to deal with toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to jump in here and say that from what I feel like. It ain't about so much of being somebody's peace and not. Like, if you're dealing with somebody who actually got shit going on in their life, they're not going to want you being toxic, especially if you're going to deal with a high value male. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, if you were a regular smuggler, yeah, be as toxic as you want to, I guess, but I'm not with toxic, bro. I'm not with toxic. I'm just saying. I did toxic. I did that type of relationship, and that type of relationship is mentally ill to me. It's mentally ill, and it can bring you down to more mental illness, and it'll bring your vibrations down, your frequency down. So yeah, I have to Nah, B. I'm gonna have to say nah to that one.
Consider it. Do what you want. Use reverse psychology and create the world and the lifestyle that you want. Yes, the guy is going to be there, but he's going to think it was his idea, so it's all good. You'll be fine. He'll be fine. Okay? And guys like it when you do that. They don't say it, but they really do. So stop asking too many questions. Do you like kids? Do you like animals? No, it doesn't matter if they like them or not. Do you like them? Then he gonna like them if he like you. There you go. That's it. Do I like football? Do I like sports? Heck no. I still don't like them, but I tolerate them. I put up with them on the TV and stuff like that. I don't care. I'm not gonna
stop suffering. You ain't losing him. He losing you, man. Shut up. Y'all are so conditioned. Y'all are so conditioned to take the victim mentality. Y'all are so conditioned to say, oh, I'm doing, shut up. You're freeing yourself for a better one. He's losing you. You getting ready to go get something better. What are you talking about, man? No wonder these guys treat women so terrible. Look what y'all sound like. I mean, y'all are, how do I feel like I have a high self-esteem? How do I feel like, what do I do to put the spark back in the relationship? I feel like I'm losing him. Da, da, da. Y'all sound like a bunch of sufferers. Shut up. I feel like he losing me. I fit to go get some better. Okay? The spark is out of the relationship. Must be ready to find a better one or another one. You know? Oh, somebody wants to do this and that. Should I do it? I do it because I want to. That's what I want to do. I don't need permission. I'm main character. If you don't have no main character energy, then you sitting there suffering, playing the side role of somebody and the character in the background, man. Main character energy. Stop suffering. Stop choosing to suffer. Change your words, change your life. Okay? Shut up and stop suffering. All of those women, not just you, all of the women who choose to say certain things and wonder why their life is the way it is. Oh, I guess I'm slipping away from him. I guess I'm about to slip into something better. Ooh, he ain't paying attention to me no more. Guess what? That means somebody else will. Never choose to suffer unless that's what you really want to feel. Oh my gosh, what if he watches this? Or oh my gosh, what if he has a female friend? What if you got a man friend? What if you watch something else? What if you see somebody in real life? Okay. What if? Why isn't he worried about you? Why are you always worried about him? Why are you holding on for dear life and he don't even know something wrong? Shut up. Stop being the victim. Stop suffering and go live your life.
When women don't care, that's when men care the most. Why? Because it's like you blew them off. You rejected them. You feel like you can do better. This guy's been, interested in you, but you can take him or leave him. Men's ego is going to kick right on in and try to pursue you just to say that they could get you, right? Meantime, that's exactly what you want. Why? Because if they get you too quick and they get you emotionally wrapped around their finger, then where is the challenge? He already won. He has all the power, and all you have is a bundle of feelings getting ready to be stomped on. Okay? So what I'm telling you guys is some of you ladies are too nice. Some of y'all, oh, I just want, the fairy tale. I just want to be loved. I just want to feel a connection. Okay, great. Save that for when you're married with a ring and a marriage license and all that. Don't give this to people who haven't even asked you to be their girlfriend. Don't give that to people who are not intending to marry you. Don't give that to people who don't want you to have their last name. Don't do that. Why? Because what have they given you? Nothing. The same thing that you've given them, some time. Okay? You need more than that. So a lot of ladies, stop it. Sometimes, when people hear your situation from a distance and, from a different perspective, they just want to slap you. Like, why are you crying? Like, why do you care? Like, why does it bother you? Is he going to marry you? You have a ring? Then why are you investing so much into this man? He hasn't invested anything back into you. You're the dumb one, okay? You're the one that needs to change. A lot of women realize too late that they were wrong. Men don't need to change. They have all the power because you're super emotional. Take that emotion out and you will have all the power, okay? So, I think they have a book called The Laws of Power or something. And one of the laws of power is never to commit. Never to commit. You don't commit to anyone until you are married and have a ring and a marriage license. You don't ever commit. Okay? You don't cook, you don't clean, you don't do laundry, you don't do none of that. Okay? If you do, then it's your fault, whatever happens next. Why? Because No smart person in a right mind is going to go work for someone and they don't have a signed contract, guaranteed pay, or a position at that company. Okay, and that's what y'all women are doing. Y'all are walking in and starting to work for free, and you don't even have a signed contract that you have a position in that company. Okay, so you deserve everything you get because you're not putting yourself first. You're putting everything else first except yourself. And when you don't put yourself first, you will always 100% of the time lose. Okay, so you have to look out for number one first and foremost, because nobody else will. No one is going to look out for you. Okay, you're a grown woman. You got to look out for yourself and be smart. Men will trick you, lie to you, tell you everything you want to hear. I love you, all of that to get what they want. Okay, and they have no remorse, no shame. They don't care. Why? Because at the end of the day, they're not emotionally attached to you. They don't care what you think about them because they don't value your opinion because they're not emotionally attached. They don't see signs everywhere of you because you left them. They don't dream about you unless it's a sex dream. They're not looking for people to help you get back together. They're not looking for, miracles to help you get back together. They're on to the next chick because they're not emotionally attached. And when you get emotionally attached, that's exactly what women do. Well, I need to get him back. He was my soulmate, blah, blah. No, he wasn't. He made you think he was so that he could get what he wanted. And after he got what he wanted, and after he was bored with you and done with you, he moved on. Okay? So ladies, I'm not saying you need to be the same way. I'm saying you need to look out for yourself first. Stop getting so emotionally attached. You shouldn't be attached to anybody unless you have their last name or y'all are married and building a life together, and still not 100% emotionally attached, because that can be taken away too.
Stop caring. Don't care. And when I say don't care, what I mean is don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Don't be concerned about it. And what I mean by that is when it comes to certain things that you care about or you don't care about, that depends on how emotional you are about something. So you can take someone and they can say something to you and you'll just laugh in their face. But you could have another person say the same thing to you and it may make you emotional, upset, angry, or cry. Because it is the amount of care or the amount of acceptance that you need from that certain person. So if someone can make you feel a certain way, it's because you value their opinions. You value what they think. You value them as a person. But if you don't and you just laugh, it simply means that you don't care enough about that certain particular person to get emotional about. So I feel that when I tell people, okay, don't worry about it, just don't care, I never went into extreme detail. I never went into extreme detail about why or how not to care. And that takes a lot of patience and a lot of sometimes it takes a lot of sacrifice. Sometimes it takes a lot of patience, and sometimes it takes a lot of doing other things. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like when you do feel some sort of way, it is okay to let emotions be expressed, because at one point you have to get them out anyway. But when you stop caring, that's when they get less and less and less and less and less and less. So it may be a process for you. It may be quick and easy for you.
It's like, especially if you don't really know the person. But at the same time, don't feel like there is something wrong with you if you can't get a hold of them. But you always could if you wanted to in your relationship. Try leveling up. Like, you don't believe me, but do it. If you have issues in your relationship, take all the focus off of him and put it on you. Take all that energy off of him that you're giving away for free and put it within yourself. Put it in whatever you're going to do with your hair, what you're going to do with your clothing that day, makeup, exercise, whatever. Put that back into you and level yourself up to where you are now out of that person's league. And when you become out of their league, you know what I'm saying? They're going to have to do whatever, or be replaced, or worried about being replaced, whatever. That's how you want it. Okay? You should not be in any relationship where you can't leave and go do something else better. Okay? This is why these ladies stay leveled up, to keep these men in place. You understand? If you stay leveled up, you keep the men in their place. Of course, some men are going to be able to go out and get another chick as well, but they still got to go and start all over.
When you're leveling up, that's a decision that you're making to better everything about your life, because it all starts with you. That's how your life improves. So a lot of people don't realize just by doing this, everything else changes. It's not just you getting up and putting on clothes or makeup or hair. Everything has an effect on every part of your life. And that's why level up is so important, because so many different choices are given. So many different circumstances can happen. So many different people will come into your life versus before, or if you had not leveled up. So everything changes. Nothing will stay the same once you start your level. Instead of being angry and trying to win an argument, trying to compete in an argument with man, you don't compete. You simply get what you want out of the situation. That's it. No matter what, you don't get triggered. You get to thinking, strategizing of how you can get something out of this particular situation. For example, if you're arguing, oh, why didn't you text me back today? Or how come you don't answer your phone? And how come you don't do this? And how come you stay out late? Nope. You don't do anything. You act like you don't even notice. In fact, they know they're creeping in late, or they know they should have answered your phone call. So when they see you, they already expect for you to flip out, overreact, and be emotional. So what do? Ask them for something. Most likely, if they're supposed to be in trouble at that particular time or point because of something they've been doing, they're going to agree and say yes.
They mad when you a witch. They mad when you a nun. They're going to be mad either way. They mad when you give it up. Well, you be sleeping with everybody. You done been ran through. They mad when you don't give it up. You just a tease. So guess what? Be both. Okay. Y'all seen that movie, The Nun? All right. Be both.
All right, y'all. I'm probably gonna go ahead and shut it here. I'm gonna come back. More than likely, I'm gonna play Big Russian Sister. And when I play her, we're gonna actually sit down and discuss the topics that has been played here. So thank you for tuning in, y'all.